sorry for going back and forth there. So we're going to try to keep that down to a minimum. But I'm trying to study everything. Okay, none of these are working. Must be after, I guess. This doesn't have the yellow power yet, so yellow and blue power, so obviously I can't do them. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something there, but there's nothing else connected to it, so maybe it goes in reverse. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come back to it. Don't worry. I won't forget about these things. I never do. Whenever I play these games, I put logs in the back of my mind of things I have to revisit, and I always get to them. So I promise I will get to those. Because I hate missing something. I always like to get 100% score on an adventure game, and try to get the best, like on the new Doom. I'm talking about other games again, but on the new Doom, I like to get all those little challenges you can do. I like to beat every one of them, even if I'm not going to use the power-up that it gives you. So this is all yellow, and this one must be all blue, but I'm not getting the power to it. What happens if I do this now? No, it's still not. Oh! Oh, it's a mirror. And I have to solve it in the same way, because the blue ones are invisible. Okay. So I believe I did something like this. And back. Okay. Is it the same? Maybe it's not the same. No, it's the same. I come back and make a 5. Okay. A 5. There we go. Ah. Now this, I have to solve this one first to get that one. I'm hearing sounds. Each of these things are generating a different tone. I wonder if that means anything once they're powered. Maybe once they're all powered, a tone will sound, a complex tone will sound, and ooh. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. Maybe once all of these are on, a complex tone will sound and mean something. So the number 5. It's interesting. There's a little 2 here, and there's a big 2 here shape. I wonder if that's done on purpose to kind of help the brain recognize and remember what it's doing. See? 5, 5. Makes it a little bit easier to solve. So I start and make a pulse. No, I'm already forgetting. Okay, down, then all the way up, and down. All the way up and down. That's not right. I'll go across first. Oh! It disappeared. Oh no, what happened? Was this a one chance? Oh, that. So if you fail it, you have to go back and do the other one to repower it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so 1 over, all the way down, all the way up, and down. That was it, wasn't it? Wasn't that it? Okay. I didn't start from the right spot, did I? I gotta start from all the way over here. That's what I did, I thought. Is that not right? No, it's not right. There's a different ending point. It's upside down. So we go over and up. And then all the way down. And then up. There. It's not just a mirror, it's upside down. Now what does this do? It's another simple little puzzle. Am I powering something? I'm hearing noises that unlock, and that is a very satisfying sound. It's going to shoot a light beam or a laser beam off in the distance. I've seen screenshots. Okay. And nothing. Either I have to start it on my own somehow. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And it goes off into the distance to that point. So I'm guessing my goal is to start one of these lasers in every puzzle area and send it to the middle, which I haven't been to. That's something interesting I'll have to look at. Let's see one more time if I can't get these little one-off puzzles down here. And why I would not be able to do that. They must mean something. Maybe they match puzzles on the other displays. How many of them are there? 1, 2, I think there's 4. 3 and 4, 5. Okay. So this one looks like that. Is there any other ones that look like that on this island? No, not those. Does this one look like that? No. Those kinda do, but kinda don't. Yeah. Something's different here. Oh, and another one of these that I missed. They're so easy to miss.
Formerly, you appeared to me, O Lord, as invisible by every creature because you are a hidden, infinite God. Infinity, however, is incomprehensible by every means of comprehending. Later, you appeared to me as visible by all. For a thing exists only as you see it, and it would not actually exist unless it saw you. For your vision confers being, since your vision is your essence. Thus, my God, you are equally invisible and visible. As you are invisible. As the creature is, which exists only insofar as the creature sees you, you are visible. You, therefore, my invisible God, are seen by all, and in all sight you are seen by everyone who sees. You who are invisible, who are both absolute from everything visible and infinitely super exalted, are seen in every visible thing and in every act of vision. Therefore, I must leap across this wall of invisible vision to where you are to be found. But this wall is both everything and nothing. For you, who confront as if you were both all things and nothing at all, dwell inside that high wall which no natural ability can scale by its own power. Nicholas of Cusa, 1453.
Yet another historical figure. I think there's only one of these audio logs that we've listened to that hasn't been a quote, or at least didn't list the person who they were quoting, and that was the one about finding the buildings and not finding the person who built the buildings. The one at the very beginning on the top of the roof. Interesting, though, that that quote kind of pertains to this puzzle, as it was talking about an invisible and invisible God, invisible and visible, and you can see that in this puzzle, the yellow beam gets more and more transparent until it is invisible. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything with this yet. I don't... There might be more diagrams, like the one I found outside the courtyard, outside the walls, where I found the Albert Einstein quote audio log that give hints to this. I'll come back to it, though, don't you worry. Interestingly, I find, too, it was a genius move for Jonathan Blow to go with audio logs instead of written notes or diaries like from Myst and games like that, which I don't have a problem with, but a lot of people do hate reading in games. Like, they're just sitting there doing nothing, and it's very tiring and exhausting, and they think about playing the game, and they just say, oh, I don't want to do all that reading. So this was a very smart move for Jonathan Blow to make his game a little bit more appealing, because while you're listening to the audio log, you can go on looking around solving puzzles if you want while listening to it in the background. So that's really smart. And I wonder how many audio logs are just hidden in arbitrary areas like this. Oh, that's a nice texture effect there. Now this is a desert. I see something down there. Looks like another diagram. Can I get down there? Maybe on that side. This looks like... Oh, I almost thought it looked like solar panels for a minute there, but it's like pictographs. A boat. Sun. Can't manipulate it. How do I get down there? And there's broken pieces. So something happened to this. There's the steps. Can't pick these up. There's no inventory, it seems like, in this game. I'm wondering which one of these little pebbles is actually a disguised, camouflaged audio log. Where do those steps begin? Right here. Interesting. Here's a door. Huh. That looks complicated. And this is all this is all just going to get more and more complicated the farther we go. Which is just very attractive to me, personally. And here's this again. Now, there's something similar on the one I found outside the courtyard. It showed a little yellow triangle in one of the boxes. Oh, this works. What's the point? How can I do anything with that? Ah, I'm not sure exactly what that's all about yet. Like I can't just surround it. So what's the point here? I can only go down from it? Oh, okay. So when you start, you have to go in the direction the arrow is pointing from your origin? That's what I'm guessing. I don't know what this controls, but that is interesting. I'm going to go back to the courtyard and solve that one too. It looked like my anti-aliasing was turned off. I'm just taking a shot in the dark with this. Obviously that doesn't work. I need to learn more about that. There could be colored dots missing. Could be a ton of things. I don't know. I might just skip to the courtyard. Right, now we're outside the courtyard by the water here. And this is the direction of the other one near the Albert Einstein quote audio log. And here it is. So, I'm guessing I have to go this direction. And that worked. And again, interestingly, I have no idea what it does. It must unlock something. I'm very intrigued to find out what. I could have just went through this door. And I went all the way around instead. Oh well. I like that water line area. It looks really nice. I can't go down there. I wonder why this ledge is here. Hey, hello. I didn't remember you. How is that possible? Separating the whites from the blacks, and then going over these black dots. I can't get both of these. How does that work? Maybe I can do it multiple times? I can't start from here. Okay. I'll start from... This is the only place that makes sense, because I have to go straight through both of these, and I have to go straight through both of these, and I have to get both of these dots, so makes the only sense, and I have to go this way, and then obviously this way. Let's just go up and see how that works. Oh, my goodness. That was cool. I had to block off the whites from the blacks and cover all those dots. But see once you... It just takes... it requires you to take a moment to stop and think about your limitations. And so the rules are what I just said. You need to separate the whites and black dots, and you need to go over all the black dots in the paths. I couldn't start from certain areas because if you do, you can't, like if I started here, I wouldn't be able to block off both of these from the white ones, so I need to go through that starting point. Same thing here, and same thing here with the black dots. Some people don't have the patience for that kind of thinking, but if you have the time, I recommend it. It can be rewarding. Oh, here we go. A diagram. So this is obviously a hint to a future puzzle. I'll have to remember that. In fact, no, I'll remember that. I can always come back. So many layers to this game. It's getting me excited for solving all of it. This is the kind of feeling I had when I played Portal. All the puzzles, but that was very linear, very sequential, and you had to solve each puzzle room to get to the next area, and it was cool. It's Portal, so it's a fun game, but that's just impossible. I can only take one route, so only one of these branches is the correct answer. Anyway, for Portal, it was all streamlined. So you solve one room, you get to the next room, and then and it didn't seem like there was as much to do. For the Talos principle, it was a lot more interesting because that's not powered, so I can't get in there. Something opens that. There was a lot more puzzles, and you didn't have to do them in order, really. Some parts you did, but most of the time you could just leave and go to a different area. In fact, the game encouraged that with the character that talks to you, Elohim. And this game, and Myst in the same way too. The first Myst game, you'd start and you'd have 4 or 5 different ages you could go to, and pick whichever one you wanted to start in. And this game is very similar. You can, if you get stuck in one part, you just leave and go to the next. It's very, very accommodating game design, where if you can't figure it out, there's still more to do. These people turned to stone. Abandoned, half-constructed buildings here, and these like skewed Tetris blocks in there, so I don't know what that means. Obviously that's not the answer, and equally, obviously, I don't have what I need. Well, I think I might stop the video here, and next time we'll search around this abandoned, half-constructed town. Half demolished too, it looks like. So there's construction and building going on. Construction and destruction going on. So we'll figure out what that's all about next time. Until then, guys.